So today we're starting with something really simple. It's our corn fritters. So you'll all have your recipe, I think, in front of you. If you don't, you can follow along with me. We can make our corn fritters together. Love this dish, really simple. It's just like a little bit of a healthier version of a pancake, like a savoury pancake, which we put corn in. So with the spring onions, some people always ask me, you know, what parts do you chop, what bit do you eat, as much as you can, basically. So I'll just chop off the roots and save these roots. It's a really good thing. If you've got a pot plant or a bit of a garden outside, pop them in the garden. So these roots will go into the garden and a new spring onion will shoot up from the middle and you'll get yourself. So chopping them up nice and finely. We don't want to have big chunks of spring onions in our corn fritters. We want everything to sort of be mixed in nice and evenly. So just keep chopping until you get to kind of the grassy end. Call it the grass. So the feta cheese, for some people feta cheese might be quite new. Feta cheese is such a wonderful addition to dishes. It's quite salty, so it adds a lot of flavour, and it's also being cheese, you know, it's got protein and it also has calcium as well. But we only want to have 100 grams. So if we look at the packet, it says it's 200 gram packet. So I just need half of that. So we don't need to be getting out the scales or anything like that. It's half of a 200 gram packet. So take out my feta cheese and roughly half, chop that in half there, and that's what. So with our feta cheese is wonderful. It's quite crumbly, so you can crumble it in your hands. Or I usually give it a little bit of a head start and I chop it up instead. And I just chop it into really fine little cubes. So whether you chop it up finely or crumble it with your fingers, either way works. So 2 cans of corn in this dish. 2 cans. And got to drain the corn, most important to drain out that liquid. All right. So you've all got some corn there. So we're going to get a colander. Just do this over the sink. I'm just going to do it over a bowl to catch all the drips. So we just drain it like that. There we go. And so we're going to crack our eggs into a small bowl. And with a whisk or a fork, we whisk those eggs so that they're all mixed up together. Okay, and then what we can do is we can add our milk into that egg mixture. So I have half a cup of milk in my jug and pour that in with my milk, with my eggs, and mix that up. Okay. So that's all nicely mixed up. You don't have to go too much further there. Now we're going to get a bowl, big bowl, and the self-raising flour. So in this dish, we use 1 cup of self-raising flour. So we're going to measure out 1 cup of self-raising. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, as you can see. There's a little bit coming over the sides, thereabouts. So there's 1 cup, in it goes into my bowl. And we're going to add our milk and egg to the flour. So this is the fun part. This is where the kids like to get involved and start, you know, stirring. It's really wonderful opportunity to engage them in the kitchen with some easy, simple tasks. All right, so there we go. There's my mixture there. So that's kind of your base pancake mixture, really. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients all together. So we've got our corn, there it goes. And we have our feta cheese, put that in. And not to forget our spring onions. We're going to give that a nice stir. Be careful now, so it's easy for bits to fall out the edge. So be real careful, folding it in like this. So we're just carefully mixing that all together until it's nice and well mixed up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is if you've got some spray oil or even just some regular oil to put in the base of the frying pan to prevent the mixture from sticking. It's good to have a non-stick pan in this with this particular dish. I'm going to spray a bit of oil in there. Get that ready for the corn fritters. And you get some of that mixture in there. And on it goes onto the frying pan. Like that. You can do little itty bitty ones for small children, you can do great big ones just for fun if you want to, so whatever size you like. And I'm sort of just using a 1/4 cup measure to do mine. Right, we're watching carefully now, just to see how they're going when they start to get, I think when you're cooking pancakes or pikelets, when you start to see some bubbles come through, they'll be ready to turn. And because of the corn and the feta cheese in there, it does take a little bit longer to cook than, say, a regular pikelet or pancake. So got a little sticky there. Oh, there we go. Mine's ready to turn. So then mine is turned. So you want a nice and golden brown on the underside. And just push them down a little bit. Keep them cooking. I'm happy with mine now, so I'm going to take them off, and they will continue to cook whilst you take them off, all that residual heat, the other bits and pieces. Now I'm going to show you a little trick, just because we've got some time, on what you can serve with these fritters. So we get Greek yogurt and sweet chilli sauce. It's a nice little dipping sauce that goes beautifully. Okay, so I'm going to show you the quick sauce. The Greek yogurt, it's probably about half a cup, say, of Greek yogurt. I just put a big blob in. And then, it's probably a bit much actually, because we won't eat that much. Say you've got about half a cup, you might put maybe a tablespoon or so of sweet chilli sauce. If you like it a bit more flavoursome or spicy, add some more. And really just make it into this pink kind of dipping sauce. And it goes really well with your corn fritters. So here's my corn fritters. I'm going to save them for the next day. They'll be fine the next day if you put them in the fridge. Store them in the fridge in an airtight container. And you want to eat them the next day. 2 days is probably not so good. If you're not going to eat them within